Seekers awaken, we have been sleeping, ignoring all ourselves. Beloveds, be aware, or we are not listening. Then we are lost, fragmented, all alone. Create connections, integrating, attuned to our inner lives, listening, feeling, receive strength. Protector cells are managing, befriending our inner selves. Yamani, Yamukit, Yamani, Yamukit, Yamani, Yamukit, Yamani, Yamukit.
One more time.
Yamani, Yamukit, seekers awaken. We have been sleeping, ignoring all other selves. Beloveds, be aware, or we are not listening. Then we are lost, fragmented, all alone. Create connections, integrating, attuned to our inner lives, listening, feeling, receive strength. Protector cells are managing, befriending our inner selves. Yamani, Yamukit, Yamani, Yamukit, Yamani, Yamukit, Yamani, Yamukit. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
We know we are not on original sound, but we have so much noise in the background with the
lake crashing and the wind and the trees. It fits our poem perfectly.
It does. So
except instead of a gentle stream, there's a roiling lake.
Well, at least it's a wavy lake.
It's a wavy lake with lots of streams flowing into it.
So taking a nice breath together.
Oh.
My help is in the mountain where I take myself to heal
the earthly wounds that people give to me. I find a rock with the sun on it,
and
a stream where the water runs gentle, and the trees which one by one give me company. So must I stay for a long time, until I have grown from the rock, and the stream is running through me, and I cannot tell myself from one tall tree. Then I know that nothing touches me, nor makes me run away. My help is in the mountain that I take away with me.
And you could say, then I know that everything touches me, but that I'm not off balance is another way of speaking to that line. So there we go. Hi, beloved. So
Hi.
wonderful to see you all.
Yeah. From the stores of Gitchigumi,
That's right.
Lake Michigan.
Lake Gitchigumi. So, at wherever you are, there's probably 3 main ways that we are taken off center. So we'll start with those as we begin our induction this morning, standing up, if you are willing. And it's more in the Enneagram that they talk that I've ever heard of talking about the 3 centers, but it's really an important piece, the mind, the heart, and the belly. And so that's what we're going to work with as we go into the rest of the poem today. So as you're standing up, maybe you notice that it's hard to stand up because you've got too many thoughts on your mind, or maybe it's difficult to even settle in at all because you're thinking about what you've got to do next or what was coming before. And so we're going to breathe the air breath in and out through the mouth. Or something feels like it's always all new scattering, right? That's what the air in the mind does. It can scatter us. So we're going to let our heads move around, not in any kind of a way that will hurt us, but just letting them feel that scattered energy as we breathe in and out through the mouth, through pursed lips. Feel how we're just letting ourselves be aware of how that minds can scatter us, pull us away from our center. And we're going to let the mind, the head actually pull us away, bring us forward or backwards or to the sides. And we're going to be pulled off center a little bit.
Instead of leading with your heart, your head is leading you, all the monkey mind.
Right, monkey mind is leading, so let our monkey mind lead.
This part says go over here. This self says go over there.
That's right. But I have this that I thought I should think about. Ooh, this is what happens in the middle of the night for me when I wake up. Ooh. So letting yourself be let off center, and now letting yourself actually come into bringing yourself back to center on that exhale, letting it go off center on the inhale. Still it will lead us, but now we're having that witness self come back in. So we're doing Yamukit on the inhale. Yamani coming back to center on that exhale.
Yamukit.
And you don't have to say it out loud, but Raphael will help you to remember it by saying it.
I'm saying it for all of us. Yamukit.
So letting that whole head kind of let us travel away, but then we come back. We don't have to get rid of the thoughts. We just bring them back into our center.
Yamukit.
And let it get slower and slower as we're doing this. One more time.
Yamukit. Yamani.
And resting in this place of the center, in this air element, and just putting our hands on our head and giving thanks for this head, this brain is still thinking. Thank you for our third eye that brings us insight, for the crown that opens us to the cosmos, for all the senses, the hearing and the smelling and the seeing, but the mouth that can talk and taste, and our throat. Just touching and giving thanks for these parts of our body. And let's go to the second piece that pulls us away, the resistance that comes up from being in that divine protection, which is the feelings. So we're going to the heart. And we're going to see the feelings today as more connected to the fire element. So breathing in through the mouth and out through the nose, because it's when they're intense that we really have a hard time staying centered. So it's that same piece of feeling that heart area kind of pull us off center. You can think of it as all these different feelings. Oh, there's something wrong with me. I did it wrong. Oh, I'm ashamed. I'm bad. Or somebody else did it wrong. I want to judge them.
We're all doomed.
Right, I'm afraid. There's so many feelings, right? I'm sad and lonely.
I'm mad.
That's
I
right.
get 'em.
So let that heart center pull you off center a little bit. Feel the way it does. It just naturally will pull you off center with the intensity of it. I'm right, you're wrong.
Remember to play with all this.
And then letting yourself bring in Yamukit on the inhale. Still, you can let it feel the pull of those feelings. And then bring it back into the center. Yamani on the exhale.
Yamani. Yamuchi. Yamani. Yamuchi. Yamani. Or like if you ever get into an argument, the feelings that come up with your partner. Yamuchi.
And then coming back to center.
Yamani. Yamuchi.
You can imagine letting the feelings just shake out, be with them on that inhale. And then grounding them back into the earth, into the body. And then letting this slow down even further. And then just letting yourself rest in the heart and taking your hands and really letting yourself give thanks for your heart, for your upper chest, this whole area that can love. For women that may have given milk to their children, and giving thanks for your arms, that we have that beautiful receiving what we need and giving out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then becoming aware of that belly area. Breathing in and out of the nose. And this belly area takes us away by the doing. We've got so much to do, or I don't want to do anything. We collapse. Forget it. So we do task. We've got all of our lists, right? So breathing in, let it take us away. We've got these tasks to do. And then we just collapse. And for those of you who don't want to follow along, just notice it's okay for you to do your own thing. And being curious if there's parts of you that don't want to follow along. And inviting them in. So feel that doing part. I want to do. I want to knock off all those lists on my list. All those things I have to do.
Don't just sit there, do something.
Right. The doing, and the collapsing.
The idle hands are the devil's workshop.
Big breath in, big breath out. And then letting yourself breathe in Yamukit. And this time we're really we can still feel that. Maybe the antsiness, the wanting to do. But we're bringing it back into center. Yamani. On the exhale. Maybe we feel the collapse even on the inhale. I don't want to. My body's sore. Don't make me do any of this.
Yeah.
So it may alternate between feeling like a taskmaster inside and just collapsing, but
Yeah.
we're letting those feelings of wanting to do
Yeah.
or wanting to collapse come up on the Yamukit.
Keat.
And we're
Yeah.
letting the Mani just bring it back to center.
Yeah. Keat.
Feel which one you're more aligned with. The overdoing
Yeah.
or the collapse.
Keat. Yeah. Mani. Yeah. Keat.
And
Yeah.
a couple more nice slow breaths with this.
Yeah. Keat. Yeah. Mani.
And then coming to rest and really feeling again that sense of your solar plexus, where so many organs are housed, and your beautiful womb area, even for men, this beautiful pelvic region that is your center of your whole body. Breathing in and giving thanks for this center, for this capacity to really be upright, and all the way down through your legs and your feet. Giving thanks for the whole rest of your body. As much as it's operating today, you're still up and alive. Thank you, thank you. So now we're going to bring all these centers together. My help is in the mountain where I take myself to heal. So we're going to take ourselves to that mountain. We're going to let our legs get a little bit wider, whatever feels comfortable, but like that V. And we're going to breathe in from the base, from underneath Yamani.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go up into Yamukit and connect with the heavens as this mountain. And remembering when we go through the center of the heart, we're also activating that love, that aliveness. So we feel it all. We feel our sturdiness of the mountain below. We feel the inside, you could say, kind of like the volcano. All of this heat inside generating aliveness. And then we go all the way to the cosmos. So you can breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth.
Yeah.
Two more breaths like that. And as we rest again, notice the sensations in the body. Are there ways that your body feels like that mountain? That feels connected to that larger expanse? Maybe what you feel is what's in the way of that, a pain somewhere, or still thoughts up in your head, or whatever it happens to be. So just be aware of how the body reacts as you let yourself come into these experiences. It's all good. It's all okay. I find a rock with the sun on it. So we're going to find that rock. And so we're moving now from that larger awareness of the mountain. The mountains are like vast experiences in this lifetime. They're so much bigger than us, but a rock, we can kind of grok that, right? Because it's more personal. So we're going to get in touch with this go from the larger awareness to more that personal awareness of our own rockness. And because we're also looking for the sun, we'll find our own passion, our own warmth, our own love, our own energy and aliveness. So starting with that sense of the rockness, I want you to let yourself really just like move your hips and your legs with your feet really rooted into the ground, but feeling what it's like to have your feet be rooted into the ground when your legs and your hips move, so that you can feel that sturdiness through your legs, through the feet, that rockness.
Any particular element?
And what you'll be doing with that is breathing in and out through the nose. Slow breathing. And we'll be breathing on the exhale, Yamani. So on the inhale, we're just enjoying that sense of the stretch. And on the exhale, we're really feeling that sense of the connectedness to center, that divine protection of being rooted and sturdy. Let those hips move. You can also stretch out your arms to just feel how your legs can still stay in place.
Yeah.
Even when the rest of your body is stretching. Really enjoy the slowness of this and that feeling of being that beautiful rockness. I'm sturdy.
Yeah.
I'm steady.
Yeah. Yeah.
One more breath like this.
Yeah.
And then just resting for a moment as we feel again that strength in our legs and in our feet. And we're going to begin to let ourselves feel the sun. So we're breathing in through the mouth, out through the nose, and we're going to feel that vibration as we breathe and we radiate on that exhale. And we're going to take it from the belly into the heart. And on the inhale, we're going to say the words, I love. And on the exhale, as we radiate out, we're going to say what we love. So whatever that is for you. So it might be, I love where I am. I love the sun. But let that vibration come into your body, coming up into your heart. I love on the inhale, saying what it is you love on the exhale. I love. Find your own personalness with this. What do you love? Your passion. What makes you come alive? Just let your feet be anchored still into the ground. But we have this beautiful fire that's starting to burn in our hearts with our love. One more I love. And now we're going to bring the energy into our hearts and channel it down into our wounds. Channel this fire energy down. So we're going to do it the opposite. We're bringing it into our hearts. I love on the inhale, and we're channeling it down into our womb for Yamukit on the exhale. I love. And we're channeling it down. Let the vibration and the energy go into the womb. We're generating that heat, that love, that passion, compassion. I love on the inhale. Let your whole womb shake. Your whole pelvis. Your legs are sturdy. They're the rockness. I love. And one more beautiful breath like this, really bringing it in to the heart, energizing that heart on I love, and then going down into the womb, the pelvis, down the cheek. And feel the body. Feel the sensations arising now. See if you feel any rockness in your body and what that is like. See if you feel that, the heat, the aliveness. Where is that in your body? What's it like? Is it a tingling? Is it almost a shakiness? Is it this real heavy feeling in your legs and your feet that feels like you're connected to the ground? Just notice what's happening. Where is it happening? What is it like? Breathe with that for a moment. And if it's not, and there's pain or other thoughts or other feelings taking you away, go into the sensations behind that and feel those too. Welcome them all in. I find a rock with sun on it and a stream where water runs gentle. So our feet are still really beautifully anchored there. That wonderful rockness is still there. And now we're beginning to create this wonderful sense of a figure 8 with our pelvis. We're beginning to flow. We can flow with life. We can let things unfold. There's more trust. So we're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And letting that whole beautiful pelvis and legs feel that figure 8-ness, feel that flowing water like experience. And let it go all the way up into our solar plexus. You can just sway back and forth if the figure eight gets confusing. Let it go all the way up into our upper chest and our hearts. Let that ease come with water. Let the arms move with that same ease. Let your fingers move. Your wrists and your elbows, all as though they're just floating down that beautiful, gentle stream. With your feet firmly as that rock connected in to the foundations. And then all the way up into our neck and our heads. And really letting that beautiful watery nature come in. And now we're going to add the rest, the rockness and the sun. And we're going to do that by breathing in, I love. So we're going to really generate that sense of the love from our hearts. And we're going to exhale, Yamukit, bringing in the goodness of this amazing water. And yet our feet are still firmly, firmly planted. So our feet don't have to do anything. So we have this beautiful I love on the inhale. And Yamukit, bringing in this whole goodness of the water. We're still just doing the water breath in through the nose. I love on the inhale. Yamukit on the exhale. Feeling your feet so firmly on the ground.
Yamukit.
I love on the inhale.
Yamukit. Yamukit.
I'm just noticing how nice it is to feel all those different elements. Hopefully we feel the rockness, a little bit of the water, a little bit of the heart, the energy and passion.
Yamukit.
And we just let our bodies come to rest again. Just gently swaying. And the trees, which one by one give me company. So now we continue with our feet firmly on the ground. It may be that you need to bring them even closer together to really feel that firmness. You can lift them up for a moment. And their arms are going to be the branches. And we're going to breathe in and out through the mouth. The air breath. We're going to fill this strong trunk. Going to feel it coming all the way from the earth, but we're going to also feel the way the airiness of the tree lets us move with the breezes. So we're going to really feel that breeze right now. The breeze, the inner breeze, the outer breeze, the way everything can blow through us, and yet we're still right here in this treeness. And not only are we in our treeness, but we could become aware of the other trees around us. If you can find a tree nearby out your window, you can look at the tree, or you can remember an area of the forest or a park that you love with trees and begin to just gently move in the breeze with these trees. Feeling your firmness in your feet, your heart alive and open and loving. The flow of the water that makes you trust, and this wonderful breeze of openness, expansiveness that the trees open us up to, going so high up into the sky. And now expand our vision to the trees that are on the screen. I love that that we have some trees literally on the screen. Thank you. So increase the treeness company to include all the people who are on the screen.
The human trees and the trees. Yeah.
The human trees, and let them also come into your scope. As it says, and the trees which one by one give me company. So letting yourself really feel the company of each other, being in the company of these trees. And gently, as you're ready, letting your arms come back to your side, feeling your feet again. You can even lift them up. You may feel that sturdiness, but just let your body relax all over and begin to sense it again. What are you aware of in terms of the sensations in your body? And let's find our seats.
Just letting yourself settle. Letting the breath, imagine your heart center, the sacred space of your heart, soft and porous. And your breath and the breath just flow in and out, massaging your heart, your physical heart, and opening to the whole sacred space of your heart center. Reminding all yourselves there's nothing to do and nowhere to go right now. We're in the shelter of each other's company. We're in the sacred space for these few moments. All the collapsed ones can be held. All the busy ones can slow down. All the worried ones can be safe. All the thinking ones can just take a break. Really opening to the sacred space of your heart, the garden of your heart, the temple, the mosque. And just opening to this, being receptive to what form that comes to you today, whether it's just a felt experience of your heart center, whether an image or a memory arises of a beautiful place that provided love, safety, nourishment, one that you've been before or seen in a dream or read about. As you really open to the sacred space of your heart, to the garden of your heart today, just listen to these few words. Toward the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls, who form the embodiment of the Master, the message, the mystery, the miracle, the mother, the spirit of guidance. And breathing in the blessings from your heart, breathing back thankfulness and gratitude for having this sacred place, this place of refuge that you can go to whenever you need to, whenever you wish. And taking a few moments to just rest without collapsing, without having to just move into being in the sacred space of your heart. Like that infant that struggles and fusses, and all of a sudden, these most beautiful, loving arms are there, and that infant just relaxes. So being held by the sacred space of your heart, all yourselves can be held. They can just relax. Just being aware of all the different parts that protect in all the different ways, whether it's through the mind, figuring it out, or through the heart, worrying, or through the belly, doing things, building the bomb shelter. All the ways that there's that resistance to just being here in the shelter of each other, in our hearts and our bodies, in this moment, in this present moment. All the ways we resist and understanding there were reasons we had to leave this present moment to protect, to survive. But just being aware, whether we feel it in our bodies, there's an emotion, there's a thought, there's an image, but just noticing the parts and the ways that we protect and resist reality. As you notice away, so noticing where that is in your body. You might notice several. One is more than enough. You might not be aware of one, and that's okay too, just having that intention. How did I learn to protect? How did I learn to resist reality? Because on this outer, dense level of manifestation, it wasn't safe. And invite this one to just stay with you. And when you're ready, calling upon high self to come into the garden of your heart, into the sacred space, into this beautiful heart center for a time of communion, a time of guidance, a time of dialogue. But we just open for that time of communion, breathing in the presence of high self, breathing back thankfulness for this larger dimension of our being, this higher mind, this higher self, this ally, this angel of our being, this place that moves to these more subtle, refined energies and vibrations to our spiritual nature. So easy to forget. And it was so easy to forget when we were challenged, when he developed all our protections. But right now, just opening to high self, to this blessing flowing in and breathing back thanks and gratitude.
You might even see high self as the mountain.
Especially at the top of the mountain where we get so close to the heavens, high self is this beautiful manifestation of the solidity, of the blessings, of the fullness, of the firmness of this cosmic dimension of our beings. It's a big ground that we can relax and be held by. You could imagine resting on that mountain or resting on that peak. High self bringing you up so close to the absolute, so close to the sea of ishq, of love, of light, of awareness. Maybe resting on the top of high self and feeling that ishq infusing all of you, this mukit, this nourishment from the source. Breathing that in, allowing that to infuse you. You wish you can just breathe in and out, mukit. And inviting this part that you noticed earlier to be with you, to resting, to breathe in and out. It may have not gotten that love from our family of origin, from our parents, from our caregivers, from our peers, from our culture. But right now, that love is flowing in through high self as we rest on that mountain, infusing ourselves with the energy of the one, being held, high self holding us on this altar of the cosmos, on this peak of the inner cosmos. And moving at your own pace, you may just stay there. But if you wish, you can open to any guidance from Han High Self, how to continue to bring this flow of divine energy, of the more subtle, transcendent dimension of our being into you as conscious self and into all the selves who need this love, this nourishment, this divine love, this divine protection. How can I manifest this in my daily life? Is there a practice or an activity or listening to music, going for a walk in the park, sitting by a stream, finding a warm rock, putting my back against a tree, all the things from the poem? Or how can I continue to bring this qualities of mani, this divine protection, yamukit, this real essential nourishment in? And then staying with that if you wish, or when you're ready, really opening to this part, this self that you noticed earlier, or any other one that really has a difficult time, that goes into collapsing, or perhaps struggling too much, or fighting, or fleeing, or gets so worried or overwhelmed, or goes into doing whatever. Just calling this one in the body, really bringing these energies to this one. The breath brings, as you're resting on the top of the mountain, these cosmic energies infusing, flowing over you, over this little one. And breathing back thanks and gratitude for this little one being there, for this part of you allowing itself to be known, seen, felt, heard, touched. It may just be a pattern of tension in the body. It may be a feeling. It may be a visual image that arises, a scent, a sound. But this one that has such a difficult time, letting this one know that you're there for them. Just breathing in and breathing back love to them. Breathing in, being curious, anything this one wishes to communicate, whether through sensations, images, memories, anything about it. And if it's a protector, what does it see as its role or its job? How did it learn that? And we asking this one as a name and any way that we can help it. To invite this one to breathe with you, to breathe with high self, to tune to the cosmos. Just being together. You, high self, this part. And letting that awareness expand out to being together with all our sisters and brothers here through this Zoom connection, connecting through space and time. And then feeling all of our high selves, all our different parts. We can all hold all this together. Letting all the parts know that we may have had to hold things by ourselves, but now there's a community of seekers, all learning to hold, having the inner support of high self and other guides, and the outer support of each other. Then we bring our sork to a close with Yamani bowing to our inner life, Yamukit bowing to our outer life coming up. So we bow down. Yamani. Breath in, coming up. Yamuki. And then resting as we move out of the waking dream of our sower, reflecting on anything you wish to remember, writing, drawing, painting, sculpting. Hmm. 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 Hmm.
We can say to what we did before.
Okay. Yeah.
Sensation. Sense.
Absolutely.
Recently divided protection and resistance. Boundaries.
Okay. Hmm.
So we'll ask a question, and maybe the people who I can't remember who it all was. So hopefully you remember who 2 weeks ago shared. We'll try to make sure that we get the other people this time. I know we haven't spoken to Alethea or Majid, or I don't know if Laurel's there, but we'll find out. And who else? Do you remember who else shared last time? Oh, good, Laurel's there. And Bitten, I don't think you were here last time either. Great. So we'll start with that. We'll go with that. So tell me, Alethea, a sensation that you connect with that's associated with divine protection, and that's like the rockness or the gentle stream, the way in which you can feel your heart connection to the fire, or the airiness,
The spaciousness.
right? So any of those. And then also tell me about a sensation that you connect with that is associated with the resistance to these experiences.
um, I was feeling the I don't, I'm not sure quite how it sort of fits your question and sort of doesn't. I got very into the feeling of my body as a tree connected to the earth, and a poem that I just kind of sort of remember, so I'm paraphrasing it. The wind has blown the rain away and all the leaves away, and the trees stand suddenly before the moon. And I was feeling that treeness connected to the mountain as very, pardon me?
Yeah, that's how I would really want to know, what's that sensation like in your body as you go into it?
I felt that through my body, and my legs feeling very solid, and this sense of openness with the leaves gone, and the and the and the and a cleansing of the rain, and then I was thinking of the leaves as fig leaves that are kind of defenses, and but the so oh yes, you asked about defenses. So the leaves were like defenses, like fig leaves in the Bible, and there was a feeling of solidity and connectedness to the earth, with especially my legs, but all the way up with the bare tree standing before the moon.
Lovely. And can you feel what the resistance is like in your body? Does that feel like tension?
Let's see.
What's it like?
It's like parts that tighten up, a pain in my shoulder and back, a kind of feeling of wanting to pull away,
Yes.
particularly in the upper body.
Thank you. And just hold them both.
Mhm.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So, Bitten, tell us what you feel, some experience in your body that reflects that quality of divine protection, and also something else that feels that resistance to that.
Ah, wow. I haven't been here for 2 months. And I love that you're in Michigan. I can see that familiar landscape of Michigan. I felt solid in my body, in my legs with your guidance, Yaya. I, I just, and I felt light. And I felt comfortable. It's all like it's coming back into this as a process.
Right.
That's all. That's all.
Beautiful, but really opening to that
Yeah.
solidity in the legs, the lightness, the comfort in your body. You can feel that manifestation of that divine
Yeah.
protection, allowing this beautiful qualities in the
We just want people to like ground it so that it's
Uh-huh.
not just in the head, but
Right.
actually feel it in the body. That's why we're asking these questions. So that because when you feel it in the body, it becomes more, it actually keeps opening.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Thanks. Yeah. So it was nice just to have this moment because it's been 2 months to finally come back to this circle and be guided to feel my body present on the earth and just be here. So yeah, that's lovely. And the resistance is just the little bits of body pains that are returning here and there. And my distractions with my brain and my mind, my thoughts. Um, but that, yeah, so it was,
You might be curious if some of the thoughts in your brain are actually connected to the body pain. So when it's like
uh,
playing with it, like beginning to like notice if the thoughts are connected. You can ask the question, wow, are you connected to all the things that I'm thinking?
right.
Just to be curious about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes they're connected.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go more into that. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
thanks.
as we continue to sit here and ask the question, keep sensing into your body, into your arms and legs, hands and feet. And if you want, you can breathe in, Yamani, you can breathe out, Yamukit, if that supports you. So,
Yes. Wonderful. So, Laurel, please tell me a place of a sensation you're aware of that really connects you to that sense of divine protection. And also tell me a sensation associated with resistance.
Um, so I have a lot of tension in my jaw and my face often. And so for that last part, I was breathing with my mouth like really open. And it brought in this visualization of the tree and the bark, this sort of tunnel inside me.
Mm.
I also was thinking of or sensing like a big snake and like the eating of an egg. Just trying to, so I have the resistance here. And it's very uncomfortable for me to be still right now for maybe the coffee in the morning, whatever, I'm not sure. But this feeling of things coming in and just sort of letting, like how a snake eats an egg, letting it sort of just happen instead of trying to control the feeling.
It sounds like the The sensation I'm identifying that you're speaking about for divine protection is the sensation of openness. That's right. So that's like connected to air, the air element, and connected to that really, to what it's like to be able to be in company with the trees. We're larger than ourselves. Thank you. And the one you very clearly defined as the tightness in your. So holding both is like the way to do it. It's not trying to make it change, but to hold the openness that you feel of like that tube you're almost saying, like the big hollow tree, like that something's flowing through, holding that openness and then holding also the tension at the same time. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I think Majid said she might have to go. I have a feeling. So sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Who else do we have here?
So does anybody know who didn't
If you didn't go
share
last time,
can you tell me if you didn't? Okay, great.
Rebecca, as you open to this quality of Mani, divine protection, how do you experience that in your body? And that resistance, the parts that resist that, what did you notice? Yeah.
Thanks. I noticed heat, especially in my pelvis,
Mm.
and then also a bit in my back. And then also, just as people were talking, I'm more aware of like, oh, it's in my hands. So it's like there's heat in places. And my resistance feels like an achiness in my forehead, kind of like a little bit of, it's like almost like lost in the way that it's hard to exactly pinpoint, but it's like in there. And also fatigue in my body.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, get opening to both the heat, that beautiful heat, and then the lost and the other thing, just allowing it all. Yeah.
I love it. You've really defined like
Yeah.
the energy as coalescing into heat very specifically. That's it really helps because when you can name that, you can feel how it almost intensifies the heat. You know,
Yeah.
it allows it to be there more.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Thank you.
Shall we go with, is there anybody else who knows I can't remember who we did last time, but we could do Mudita. Mudita, please.
So there's several things. First of all, I wonder if you feel like this work, that since we're kind of connected, that some of it we're having that collective unconscious things, because what people are saying, it's like, wait a minute, I had that too. How did that happen? And then this person says, oh, the tree. I felt very thing. Oh, and then I was hot. I had tension in my hands. It's like, Rebecca, are you me? You know, that kind of, it's kind of a weird thing, but there are a few things that might not answer your question, but I just want to tell you what I had. I had a lot of heat. It's very humid here. And then when you talked about the tree and the wind, like the air conditioner clicked on, it was like, oh my God, this feels so good. And then that humidity kind of went away in the body. But I felt really like limber, and that hasn't been lately. I've been really working on like Asian squats and making my knees more supple. And today it was like, I was a rubber woman, all of a sudden. It was like after that heat left, I was able to just move in all kinds of directions. And something, it's kind of that waking dream thing, really. I get that. For so long, I feel that Raphael says that this is a waking dream. So it's kind of these images that are kind of there, but they're not there, and they're ephemeral. But I think he said something, and then I feel like I always I'm gonna get hypnotized or something, or maybe that's me checking out. I don't know, but it always feels good. Something about some kind of defense mechanism or how do we protect ourselves? And it was like I had like a flying thought or feeling or something from when I was young that what I would do is I would just collapse so low that I couldn't get any lower. Like, no matter what happens, I can't get any lower than this feeling, so it's not going to bother me. You know, that kind of thing. So maybe that's how I protected myself. And then I have this armoire here where my TV's in, and my father's flags there, military flag, and the heart and wings, and some prayer hands that are made out of sandalwood. But there was something that was like, oh, there's something up there that's hidden that you have forgotten about. You need to go get it and bring it down. But that was kind of odd because there isn't like shelving up there or anything. So that's my thinking and feeling and expressing.
Beautiful. As you bring our attention to that collective phenomena, how is it for you that you're resonating and there's that synchronicity? How does that feel for you and yourselves when you notice, wow, people are resonating? We're sort of entering into, a similar field and body. I mean, how is that for you and yourselves?
Well, it feels, I mean, as we all know, we are, we always say we're all one and we're all so interconnected, but having that kind of real experience, um, I don't feel that I'm taking on any impressions. It doesn't have that kind of feeling for me. Um,
But is it enjoyable? Do parts relish that? Do parts get scared of it? What's it
oh,
like?
like, oh, wait a minute, I have that too. Yeah, like, I'm not, not that I'm judging or ever think, because you know what, I love myself. I really learned how to, you guys have really taught me how to love myself. So there isn't that kind of inner judge about, oh, wait a minute, I have that too, and they have that too, and that's kind of a bummer. I don't have that. I'm just noticing it because let's see, I forget now who said what, but I do remember Rebecca saying that she felt hot, then she felt stiff, and that her lower back hurt. Hello, I had went and got ice, and I had ice on my lower back. It's like, hello, like, can we just, are we twin sisters from different mothers, kind of thing? Um,
Yeah,
but
so
I
it's
don't
just
think I was taking on her impressions. It was my own experience.
yeah, you're feeling connected.
And what you can do is begin to see how that's actually reflected in your body. So rather than going up into trying to explain it all, what happens when you feel that sense of feeling connected in your body? Does it relax you? Does it?
Yeah, because I started out being like, tin woman. It's like, where's the oil? I need the oil of life or something. And then as we worked, the sun on the rock, I went and I got my amethyst rock. I don't know where I set it, or I put it over here on the chair. I went in the sun on the rock. It was my amethyst rock. And then I started holding that, and then it felt like there was some releasing, and that heat kind of went away, and then the wind came from the air conditioner, and then I
There's
became.
there's just a lot of connection that's happening. So really enjoy all the connection, right? And I think that's important for all of us, especially the parts that felt isolated or alone, to begin to experience this larger field of connection. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you all for sharing.
And who else would like to share? Ella, Sushila, Howard, Maria Rahima, Malik. Mick, maybe somewhere in the background. We can't hear you, Maria Rahima, if you're speaking.
We'd love to hear you.
I had trouble for a minute. I was talking to Mick, asking him if he wanted to share. Mick, you have to come over here so I can hear you.
I'm good.
When someone was sharing about ice on the middle of their back, he did the same thing. So
There's more connection.
yeah, more connection, but he's on the other side of the room.
Okay, so we'll let him, he's not gonna share. You only shared for him.
Anything else you want to
Okay.
share about your experience, Maria Rahim?
Um, the resistance was the feeling good and protection was Majid's trees. I felt like I just was surrounded, laying on the ground and looking up at the trees. And I like that feeling of just being enclosed by trees, but not too close.
And
Oh,
what's
there he
that
is.
body? Go to the sensation in your body.
Sensation in my body was comfort and I wouldn't say warmth, it was relaxation. And the resistance was here in my shoulders and kind of hunching forward. And I used to do this, but didn't realize I did it as a child. I would hunch forward, and it was about protecting my heart chakra, protecting my heart. So that's the resistance is protection. So as
Thank you.
not to get hurt.
Yeah. And Mick, anything you wanted to share?
Well, I just, as everybody was talking, I was feeling the same thing. And I was laying on the floor because I had some pain in my lower back and my lumbar. I put some ice on it. And then, I'm sorry, I fell asleep. But I felt really centered, and I felt connected with the earth, with everybody, and it was a good feeling. But my mind did drift going to sitting on the ocean and feeling the waves go over my whole body. So,
Right. So
So-
that's beautiful. So you're holding two things. You're holding the resistance is your sleepiness, drifting, going away. And that feels, you can feel it throughout your whole body. You're going away. And the pain in your back. That's resistance, right? There's something clenching.
right,
And
right.
so, but you're also holding that you felt some kind of centeredness in your body. You feel a
Uh.
connection to other people.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful. So both of them.
It was a nice feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's just about our time. As we're moving towards our fall semester, I just wanted to say, if anybody has something that's really coming up, we'd love to hear about it. We try to tune into the group to pick what our theme will be next. So if there are things cooking or that, you can always send us an email. We'd love to hear something that's opening or some area in terms of your inner selves that wants to be known or heard more or explored. Yeah. We'll be tuning in too, but
And we've got one more and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
2
and
weeks.
We'll tie it up. I think that's right. Yeah.
and we'll be back on the shores of
Gitchigumi.
no,
Oh,
2 weeks. We're gonna be
Yeah.
oh, we'll be on Gitchigumi before we go back to Waluga, which
That's
is
right.
Oswego Lake. Yeah. So many blessings to all of you. Really nice being with each and every one. And what I loved was the other day, 2 days ago, I did the tape of our things. I just loved it. I was like, ooh, this is really nice, getting in my body and everything. So, and thanks for Malik for doing that support in the off weeks for those who wish to join. And we will see you all in 2 weeks. Love and blessings.
Blessings
you.
to you all.
Are we going to
Bye.
connect with Blake?
Oh, yeah, we'll just hang out with Malik for a minute or two, see if there's anything we need to touch in about. Okay.
Thank you. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.